Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. All right, let's take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and gently exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, feel yourself softening, letting go of tension in your shoulders, your jaw, your chest, your hips, your legs, your feet, and your overall body. Now let your breath fall into a natural rhythm. And with each inhale, imagine drawing in fresh energy. And with each exhale, let go of any heaviness or fatigue you've been carrying. Feel yourself arriving fully in this moment. Now let us ground as we move into the end of the year and letting go with grace. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, you're going to create a grounding cord and imagine it in the form of a tree trunk. You can use whatever tree trunk you'd like, a palm, a redwood, an oak, whatever feels comfortable for you. And you're going to take the roots of that grounding cord and really anchor yourself to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. Let's start to release everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And let's come into the here and now, into present time. And now about 2 feet around you, you're going to create a circle of light. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. A circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And now let's create a circle of red divine roses all around you, representing that divine protection from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. People, experiences, furry animals, everything but you goes on the outside of your space. You're really claiming you as you let go of everything that is not of you. Now take another nice big deep breath and come up to your sixth chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. And you're going to put your life on that movie screen. And you're going to say hello to this year and all the experiences and all the people that you have come into contact with, that you've engaged with. You're going to say hello to your patterns, saying hello to your opportunities, saying hello to your challenges. And as you breathe and you look on your movie screen, bring to mind the year, all the things that are coming up in this year. No doubt it's been full, hasn't it? But what stands out to you? Take a moment and just reflect. Breathing in, breathing out. What has this year been about for you? And without judgment, allow one word to surface, maybe even two, that describe this year for you. It might be a lesson, a theme, or just simply a feeling. Trust whatever word comes to mind. Now think about the challenges you faced. What was hard this year? What tested you? Acknowledge these challenges for what they have taught you. They're part of your growth. What patterns in yourself challenged you? What people challenged you? What situations or experiences challenged you? And now reflect on the celebrations. What moments made your heart light up? What did you accomplish that made you feel proud, no matter how big or small? So take a moment to honor the wonderful moments of the joys and the successes that you've had this year. What were the wonderful moments? And can you feel them in your heart? So as you hold these reflections, feeling the gratitude for the lessons, the growth, and the beauty that this year has brought you. Now, when you look at your year, some of the challenges and some of the beautiful accomplishments and successes and joys you've had, can you feel the grace, the grace for the challenges you overcame, and the grace that you can give yourself for the work that lies ahead. Can you also give yourself a lot of grace for all the wonderful things that you have accomplished and that made your heart smile this year? This is part of letting go with grace. Now let's take a nice, big, deep breath. And just pause in this grace. Let the feelings come. And now it's time for you to let go. Let go with grace. What are some of the things that are no longer serving you, that you no longer wish to carry with you into the new year? Is there a habit or a mindset that's been weighing you down, maybe negative thoughts? Give yourself this grace to let go. It's time. It's time to surrender. Now, when you're ready, I'd like you to imagine on your movie screen that you're at this beautiful, small creek. And there's pebbles and water flowing through it. And it's moving pretty rapidly. And I'd like you to bring to mind the things that are no longer serving you. And I'd like you to imagine that you're writing them down on a piece of paper. And you're folding them up and you're putting them into a little bottle. And when you're ready, you're going to put all of the things that are no longer serving you, whether they be patterns or people or situations or habits, even a mindset that no longer serves you. And you're going to put that bottle with all those heaviness of the year. And you're going to gently put it into the stream of water. And you're going to watch it start to float away. And as it begins to float away, you start to feel lighter and lighter and lighter. You are letting go with grace. Now put your hand on your heart and let's think and feel 3 things that you are grateful for this year, even if they're challenges that helped you grow. And I'd like you to send love not only to yourself, for another year that you've made it through. But to all the people that you have in your life that have meant something to you and have made your life more fuller and more meaningful. And now let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light coming down through the heavens, down through that crown chakra into your sixth, igniting your sense of intuition and knowingness as you continue to release and let go. As it comes down into your fifth chakra, into your throat, igniting and affirming your authentic, true expression. As it moves back into your heart, filling you up with all the gratefulness for this year. As it keeps moving down into your solar plexus, the ebb and flow of life, the fullness and the release. As it keeps moving down into your second chakra, igniting the I create energy and all the relationships and the pleasures of life this year, in all of your relationships. And you're releasing any of the relationships that are no longer serving you and that need to be redefined. You're surrendering. As it keeps moving down into your first chakra, love of self. Love of self. As it keeps coming down through your legs, creating your strength and flexibility, down through your calves and into your feet. Wiggle your toes, say hello to your fun fairies as they are always around you. As that energy moves back down into Mother Earth, say to yourself, I am grounded, I am centered, all is well, and everything in my life is moving forward exactly as it should be, as I let go with grace. Take a nice big deep breath, release, and open your eyes. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. Well, here we are. We're at the end of the year. And I just want you to take a deep breath with me. I know we just grounded, but man, has it been a year. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. This isn't just about flipping the calendar. This is a sacred pause as we're in a moment of time between the old and the new. One year is coming to an end, and a new year is about to begin. It is the moment to honor where you've been and make a space for what's next. Well, this year, guess what? You showed up and you made it. Even when it was hard, even when life felt a little messy, you kept going. And guess what? That's worth celebrating. Even on the days when your best didn't feel like enough, but guess what? It was enough. You were enough. I want you to take that in. Now, I bet if you were to review your life over this last 12 months, whatever, you think it was about, I bet you grew. So I'd like you to think about the areas and where you have grown. Maybe it's in resilience, because you overcame a challenge. Or maybe you took time to rest more or pause. Just know that this part of your journey this year is part of your story, your truth. This year for sure had its moments, didn't it? The challenges stretched all of us, collectively and personally. I bet it tested you. Maybe even for some of you, brought you to your knees. But if you have a growth mindset, those moments taught you something. They revealed your strength and reminded you of how much you are capable of. But it wasn't all struggle, was it? Think about the moments that lit up your heart. I know for me, I look over past this last year and there were moments that were just pure joy and other moments that I was on my knees. So the things about this year is it's not all good and probably not all bad. But think about those moments that were your wins, big or small, that made you proud. Maybe the way you showed up. Maybe how you handled a situation. Those moments matter too. It's such a good time of the year to take some time and just reflect and pause and take it in. Life moves so fast that we don't even give ourselves those moments to go, the exhale. Now, here's the big question here. What are you still holding on to that you don't need anymore? We just went through our grounding and we were letting go. I want you to write that down if you can, the things that you let go. And I'd like you to do your own ritual if you still need to. Maybe you don't. Maybe the grounding was enough. But if it wasn't, what I'd like you to do is write down those things and either see yourself physically throwing them away, lighting them on fire, maybe doing something where you take a bottle and you put it down a stream, message in a bottle, right? If it's fear or doubt or something that is not aligned with who you are becoming, this is the time to let go with grace, to give yourself that pregnant pause of space in between the old and the new. And it's not because these things didn't matter to you or don't matter. It's just not where you're going because you've outgrown it. You can't create something new from a space that's already full. So, what do you want to make space for? What do you want to call in to your life as you step into this new season, this new year? We're going to be dealing with that in our next week. Just start to feel some of the elements that might be coming forward for you. Whatever it is, know this. You do have the power to create it. As Dr. Joe says, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Not from what has been in the old patterns, but from what your heart is calling you forward to create. You don't need all the answers, and it doesn't even have to be defined yet. But here's the thing. Start to permeate in the feelings that are starting to come forward, because those feelings that are starting to come forward the messages and the images that you might be getting are calling you to something new. And you might find that they're in direct contrast to where you've been. And those feelings are the ones that you need to let go of. So let's close this chapter together and let's open this next year with intention. Let's take one more deep breath in with me. Come on. We are inhaling possibility and exhaling anything that no longer serves us. The best, my friends, is yet to come. So let's go into this next year. But before we do, let's let go with grace. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of LifeBites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.